Hey everybody, welcome back to another review on Jurassic Collectibles. Today we are taking a look at another item from the Rebirth line. This is the gigantic Thrashers Eotriceratops. And you can see the Eotriceratops looks really fantastic here in this packaging. It is the kind of Rebirth style we've come to expect. We've got the render of the Spino on the front of this one. Really great looking packaging with all of those colours, as you can see. A nice little illustration for the actions of this figure. And if we turn it around and take a look at the back of the packaging, you can see a bit of an action photo of the figure. It says that this one has got a stomp attack. And we can see the Tyrannotitan down in the bottom corner alongside all of the fact app information. So I believe there are rumours that Eotriceratops may be in Rebirth. We haven't seen anything definitive yet, but with 24 species on Rebirth Island, who knows whether this will be one of them. So this figure should be relatively easy to get out of the packaging. We just cut and it is free. And there we go, we have got the Eotriceratops out of the packaging. We're just going to zoom ourselves in and you can see this is a really nice larger scale ceratopsian. Really cool stuff going on here. There is some slightly disappointing stuff in terms of articulation, which we will come on to, but overall this is a cool looking figure. So you can see it is largely in this dark brown colour scheme, very Triceratops-esque, but then we have got light brown patterning, and on the head we kind of have this tan coloured patterning, and then these blue patterns as well. And obviously we have yellow paint for the eye, and also whitish, kind of off-white paint for the horn. And you can see detail for the beak there, really nice. No opening mouth on this figure, you do get the illusion of the tongue just there, the nice nostril, all of that kind of stuff. Looking at it from this side, you can see again, really nice paint on that eye, really nice and clear. Looking at it from the front, you can see its head is tilted at a slight angle, and this is my issue, is it feels like there should be a joint that I can twist, which for whatever reason, I cannot twist. I don't know if the joint is fused. If we look at the back just here, you can see there's clearly what looks like a ball joint, but for whatever reason, I don't know if there is a joint in there or not. It just will not move. Oh, there we go. Okay. We have it moving now. That did feel a little bit alarming when I did that. I am a bit concerned I might have broken something, but there we go. At least now we can move the head. So that fixes that problem, because you can see we can get that nice and straight, and hopefully that head doesn't fall off. But without that issue, you can see we get the bulk of the paintwork here, and then there really is nothing else on this figure. It is all the dark brown colour scheme. Now that isn't necessarily a bad thing. It has all the usual sculpting you would expect from this kind of figure. We've got lots of folds in the legs where this figure would be moving quite dynamically. We have folds in the tail. You do get a little bit of articulation in the tail, but the main play feature comes from the fact that you can, as you can see there, make this figure stomp. So really, that is your play feature. And so that dictates a lot of the articulation. You get articulation here, you can go forward and back a little bit, but the front of the figure, really, all of this articulation, even though it looks really good, it is actually locked to the play feature. So you can swivel the end of the tail, you can swivel the legs, and apart from that you can swivel the head. And you can see just then I did something which makes the legs come forward, and you can do that by twisting either way. So the idea is you would bring the figure back and then twist. It's a cool play feature. Personally, for me, not something I'm particularly interested in. I think that sometimes the play features get in the way of aesthetics and articulation in the core line, and I think sadly this is an example of that. It's a good looking ceratopsian, but the articulation just isn't quite where I would want it to be. With that said, one detail that is worth pointing out is the fact that the crest here does feel quite rubbery. It feels like the same material we had on the Pentriceratops, so that is quite cool to see that used again here. So with all of that said, guys, that has been your look at the gigantic Thrashers Eotriceratops. Like I say, a figure that I think is pretty decent. I like getting the larger scale ceratopsians, but I think unfortunately for me personally, the play features this time around are a little bit too intrusive, and they don't quite strike the balance that some other Mattel toys have struck in the past. That's my thoughts, but as always, I'd love to know what you think. Do let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, favourite and subscribe, and stay tuned here on Jurassic Collectibles for plenty more videos coming soon. As always, guys, take care and have a great week.